Hi, and welcome to WhatsUp Wiregrass, a video series designed for the parents and community of Wiregrass Elementary. In each episode, we will dive into one of our core values and talk about how parents and educators can partner together to pursue success for our students. As you know, we have 4 core values here at Wiregrass Elementary. We believe in pursuing safety, focusing on learning, valuing people, and chasing intentional outcomes. Joining me today is Chrissy Bell, the Senior Instructional Specialist for Elementary Mathematics here in Pasco County Schools. Chrissy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Today we want to dive in on mathematics. What does it mean to talk about math standards? What does it mean to focus on learning in the area of math? So Chrissy, let's start off by talking about the standards. What are some of the most important things that you want parents to know about when it comes to elementary math standards?
That's a great question. So the standards that we have now are different than what we had in the past. We really start in kindergarten and we have like a roadmap that directs us to success in algebra. The way our standards are built is that when students are engaging in the mathematics, they're using what they learned in a previous grade level to make sense of things so that they can apply it. Our standards are built in a way that's a balance. We have what we call conceptual understanding standards. Those are the standards where the kids are really making sense of what the mathematics itself means. They're manipulating objects, they're drawing pictures, they're understanding what math is all about. So for example, addition and subtraction. In our primary grades, kids are learning to put things together and take apart, and they really understand what addition means and what subtraction means. That's conceptual understanding. So they're playing around, they're using tactile learning, they're engaging in understanding.
I really like that. So what I hear you saying is it's understanding the why behind the mathematics and not always jumping straight to answer finding.
Exactly. So they're learning why those answers come out the way they do. Then we move into what we call procedural skill and fluency standards. Those are the standards that really engage now with the addition and subtraction sign. It has the students building automaticity and fluency with being able to recall facts because it is necessary for them to be able to have that quick recall of facts. So they learn things in a procedural way after building that understanding, so it makes sense to them why they're doing what they're doing.
The compelling why.
Absolutely. And then we move into the application component. Those standards are the real world problem standards, where now the students are making sense of word problems and they're digging deep into things, and because they already understand the mathematics and they have that procedural skill and fluency, it's more about problem solving and thinking. So our standards really build a student who has balance of understanding to then apply that as they go and continue to build their understanding towards algebra math.
That's fantastic. You know, I can think about many opportunities where students have that opportunity to put their hands on the math, but I love that they understand the why as well as the how. I think that's really, really powerful.
We're building problem solvers, not people who solve problems anymore. We really want the kids to engage in, developing ideas and practicing those ideas to really make that mathematics come alive. We allow a lot of, engagement in what they're doing, and we give a lot of task type formats to allow students to test things out to see if it works and to learn from what works or what doesn't work to continue to build their understanding of what they're doing.
That's fantastic. So practically speaking, what can parents do at home to help their students with this kind of math learning?
So the first thing we want to make sure that we look at is the resource that we're using. It was built for teachers by teachers. So it's really engaging in math practices, strategies, skills, and vocabulary that we know is so useful to our students. So when we look at Eureka Math, we do understand that it's gonna look different. It's not the way we learn math, and that's a good thing. Because I know so many times from having conversations with people, I always hear, I really wasn't good at math. And I wanna say, well, there's because you really didn't understand what you were doing. Eureka is going to build that understanding for our kids, which is so exciting. When we hear what they're talking about, when we see what we're doing, we really see deep understanding coming alive. So one, I want to say to the parents, trust the program. Give it a chance. look at what your students are doing, listen to what they're saying, and I feel like as we continue to move and deepen our understanding of Eureka, you will begin to see the why as to Pasco County's choice in using this as our main curriculum resource.
I love that. I can think about a lot of conversations I've had with parents and students at the secondary level, and when they run into that mathematics wall, and they stop being able to find the answers because they don't understand the why. And I love that about Eureka, is it really is a journey, and it's preparing them so that when they do get to the more complex secondary concepts, they're really ready for it.
Absolutely.
So what about at home? Is there any tasks or things that parents can work on with their kids at home?
So with Eureka, they suggest, they have parent tip sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is it will go through and tell them the vocabulary, the strategies, things that they'll be engaging in class, but then it'll also give parents ideas of what they can do at home to support that mathematics. So it's a really great partnership between what we're doing here and what you can be doing at home to make sure that you're aligning things, because we know that our parents have the best intentions. We just want to make sure that they understand what we're doing and what our teachers are engaging our students in.
Those sound fantastic. Can we put those on the Wiregrass website so our parents have access to them?
Yes.
I love it. That's fantastic.
So we also have other great resources like the homework helpers and things like that. If your student is struggling through something, it's a great resource to go to kind of make sense of things, but it also helps parents understand too the mathematics behind it. So they can utilize those, and I know that we have that code on Wiregrass's page so that they can pull that up and create their account on www.greatminds.org so that they can support their students through Eureka.
Wonderful. Christy, thank you so much for being with us today. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much.
So for our parents, I encourage you to check out the resources available at the Wiregrass website. We will continue to build extra resources there, and we look forward to partnering with you for future success. Go Bulls.